Hello, hello, hello. It's me, checking in paradise. Just gonna show you around. Hi. This is the pool. This is a turtle. Or tortoise. Not turtle. Honestly, Han, get it right. Where is he? There he is. He's just having a little hide. Let's go have a look. He's teaching me all about the slowness of reality. Unless someone's just put his feet out. And then he runs quicker than I've ever seen any animal. Look how beautiful he is. Peaceful. Peaceful little dude. Alright, I'll leave you alone now. Bye, friend. So, I wanted to check in yesterday, but I felt like the time wasn't right for a connection, for a message. But now I feel very connected. I hope that you can hear me. I'm staying in a hostel. Hello, Jay. Nice to see you. I'm staying in a hostel in Merida, I was going to say Vietnam, but no, I'm not in Vietnam anymore. I'm in Mexico. And Merida is really quite a beautiful little town, a beautiful little city, I should say. But it's kind of like most people don't come for so long. They come for a few days on their travels, on their way through. And I've decided to stay almost a week, so giving myself a lot of grace and time to really relax and chill, do some work, connect with the beautiful online world. And this morning I had breakfast with a really incredible woman, and she was basically checking in with me on all the possibilities and how we can create platforms for ourselves to inspire. And that is essentially the core of what I feel and believe, and the essence of what I'm trying to create on this online virtual reality. Because as much as I detest the idea of everything we have, own and exist in being owned by certain companies, and our life essentially monitored and controlled in that kind of regard, regardless of how I feel about that, it is the reality, and it is where we are as a humanity. So to incarnate at this time means to accept that, and it doesn't mean I have to like it, but I choose to show up in these spaces now as an example of how we can exist outside of a system that shows us who we're meant to be, rather than allows us to unfold into what we're meant to be. And I'm never claiming to be an authority on anything. I don't sit and research for hours on end. I certainly don't collect newspaper articles or data. There's plenty of other creative and incredible people out there who can inspire with the information that some people need to be sure of something. But I guess who I will appeal to in my connection to this world is those of us who have already felt that insincerity of government systems, insincerity of societally created norms, and how, despite how we feel about them, there's a certain beauty to it. There's a certain necessity to it. And there's also a certain necessity to evolving it, whatever that looks like for us. So I'm totally here for the journey. I'm here for the long haul. I'm not here to fix the world in one video, or even across a year or two. I'm not saying I have any answers. All I'm saying is I'm certainly open to feeling and discussing and exploring new realms of what it means to be human, and how we can really access different parts of ourselves through the process of understanding what's going on. I have really strong faith in my intuition and in nature, in the nature that we are as beings and the evolution that takes. in all its glory and all its forms. And I feel that the deepest blossoming of humanness is really connecting back to that humanity, that nature, that seed within. Because we all know the next few years are going to be crazy globally, I feel. And I know that that's not a solo feeling. But that there's so much potential when we stay anchored in humanness, when we stay grounded in the presence of reality, which is that we are flesh, we are earth, we are water. We were created in the fires of volcanoes heating cells inside water. That's just fucking magic. We breathe, we respire. And I can't remember exactly, and please comment if anyone watches and understands and knows what I'm talking about, but the origin of respire in Latin, to breathe, is spirit. It is the process of spirit. It is unfolding of spirit. It is life made from spirit. Spirit becoming life. People get so caught up in the idea of spirituality being this esoteric, non-tangible concept, but the fact of the matter is everything in our reality is spirit. It's an energy. It's atoms rotating, orbiting each other, like the moon and the sun and the earth in space. It's just the microcosm of reality. And the sooner that we understand that we can relate our life and the aspects of nature that we are weaving and flowing and ebbing within to the microcosm that is, the sooner I feel we can really understand what it means to evolve these human systems, these tangible creations. There's so much intellect, there's so much passion, there's so much knowledge on this earth. Every last being has something to offer. Heya. Every last being. And it's completely essential that we have respect for one another, regardless of who we are. And I know that opinions can be a really fundamental core part of what we think it means to be human, and how attached we can be to our identity being a certain set of beliefs and opinions about the world around us. But the more time I spend in nature, the more time I spend with myself and myself alone sometimes, and beautiful, dear people in my life that have also kind of come to the same realizations. We know we don't have to connect verbally to be understood. We can connect through an emotion, through a feeling. We can connect through a spirit if that resonates. Either way, it's energy. Emotion is just energy. Emotion. Energy in motion. And the elements around us, the outer world, as the mirror for who we are as beings, is always gifting us little opportunities to understand ourselves. Hi guys. Thanks for joining me. Just checking in with myself. What do I want to say now? Just that being free inside comes from a lot of self-reinforced prisons. And I know that that's not new information to any of us, but it really can be clear, and it really can be simple, and it really can be freeing. And I feel that since I've arrived in Mexico, genuinely for the first time in my life, no matter what happens, I am incredibly peaceful. Hey Mason, how you doing? Hey, Fidel. But I feel like I was connecting with what I want to say today. And I think the main message that I wanted to connect to the internet in is that if I'd needed to see something maybe a year or two ago, when I was deep in a fog of pain and my own mind's creation of prison, it's the idea that there is an end to that, and it genuinely comes from making the decision that now is the end. Sure, it takes a little physical time to to manifest sometimes, especially to truly feel it in all aspects of your being. It takes a little time, and sometimes a really big change in your life, like a move or a new job, or all of the above if you're me. But yeah, take risks. That's all. And I'm listening to my own advice as I sit here trying to create my own business and my own world again. So don't think it's me telling you what to do. It's me sharing where I'm at and reflecting on where I've been. Because we all have such an innate wisdom. What works for me may not work for you, and what is shared by me may not resonate. It may well do, right? But I always feel like if the words I say connect with one being at the time that they need it most, hey, that's a job well done. Also, I want to talk a little about peace. And it's a word that's thrown around and I feel may have lost a lot of meaning over the years. Because, peace and love, man. It gets a certain reputation. But peace isn't the absence of emotion. It's just the presence of emotion with an underlying core wave of appreciation and understanding and knowing that in that moment all is well. Buildings may be burning, bridges, humans, all alight in their own special way. But that, we all have a journey, we all have a blossoming and unfolding. And peace is really easy. It's so much more satisfying than fighting, than not allowing the emotion, than not allowing the feeling, not allowing the presence of something in our reality, fighting against it, fighting to be seen, heard, understood, whatever. Just allowing it to be as it is the most freeing thing we will ever have experienced. And the better it gets, the better it gets. Truly. I will answer some questions. I am not Muslim. I do not identify as religious, but I have a firm love and appreciation for all beings and their beliefs. My personal resonation with reality is that science, religion, spirituality is all one and the same, just different expressions and different ways of viewing things. But at the core, everything is an energy, as I've already said. Everything is a... thank you, my love. Hello, Erica. It's a rotation and transformation and evolution of energy. And in the physical, that looks like plants growing, it looks like humans existing, it looks like water flowing, right? Hey Dan, nice to see you, dude. But at the end of the day, for me, God is the essence of this change. God isn't a judgmental, dictatorial essence that says I'm right or wrong for things, but that loves me in my evolution, in my unfolding. And that I choose the narrative of what is right for me and wrong for me in this reality. I will never be told how to think. I will never be told I'm right or wrong, because I would never tell another being they're right or wrong. I don't fight my case. I don't fight for people to hear me. And that's taken me a long time, hey, to stop the fight. But again, full circle moment, we get back to the peace. Thanks, Mason. Appreciate it, dude. So I think I'm going to leave this here for today. It's nice to see you from Morocco. I feel, putting this out there, that I am very present with my reality at the moment, and I'm not in the space to connect online. I'm in a person moment of my life, but the only time I spend is connecting to my business, connecting to my clients, connecting to that reality. So any interest in getting to know me more would be through business. It would be through Unfolding Reflections. I will talk a little about that now. I feel the flow is coming. So Unfolding Reflections is my brand of me, essentially exploring the realm of reflection in this world. As I have said before, thanks Mason, as I've said before, everything is a mirror in our reality if we choose to see it that way. If we allow the wisdom of what's externally presenting, we can feel into the perception that we have of the world around us. And that perception is our internal world. That is our experience of life. It is how we create the world around us from that space. The decisions we make, the people we love, the places we choose to exist, all come from that inner perception. And that inner perception is comprised of beliefs about ourselves and of the world around us. And Unfolding Reflections is my personal mission to share what beliefs we can change to create a life that feels delicious. What beliefs we can adopt and absorb and enjoy to truly resonate with the world around us in all its beauty, in all its forms, whilst at the same time understanding and returning to the fact that that is just a belief and that we have the power to choose and change that belief, if it so resonates, if it so calls. Looking at the little turtle again and just tortoise, sorry dude. Looking at the little tortoise, maybe it's because I've been in the pool today, I'm thinking, oh, water babies. And just really feeling into the idea of taking things slow, you know, getting to know ourselves every day, every moment, in every way. It's divine. It's delicious. It's God, if we choose it to be. It doesn't have to have all these connotations. Like a frame of reference. Yeah. Exactly. And I think that having people in our lives that can support this, I know it's exactly what I needed when I was coming into all of these incredible ideas and energies of the world. So the idea of Unfolding Reflections is to create a support basis, a support group, a community, access to me who can support in the facilitation of belief changing, of life changing, reality changing. And the reason I position myself in this regard is because I'm a living, breathing example of it, baby. And I don't mean that in an obnoxious way. I mean that in a, I have worked to be here. And I also know that it doesn't have to be work. It can be fun, it can be play, it can be beautiful, every step of the way. And sometimes it gets hard to remember the beauty of being able to change your reality, man. So it's always worth investing time, energy, money, creation into having people in your life that can truly uplift you and remind you of the beauty of this journey and this transformation. So, that being said, May we take a moment of appreciation for ourselves, for the world, for each other, for this connection, for the internet, for making it all possible. And may we remember that we are not alone. The right support will always find us. The right connection will always find us. We are strong. We are connected. We are divine. All my love, have a magical day. Bye.